troubling text received by African American students in a number of states, including here in Alabama. The message clearly rooted in racism.
WVTM 13's Aaron Llewellyn live and local tonight at the University of Alabama. You spoke to a student who received one of these texts, Aaron.
Yeah, guys, Sherry, earlier today I talked to Elise McCall, who says that she is one of thousands of black students here at the University of Alabama and across the country who received this text message letting her know that she needed to get in a brown van and bring her belongings with her. She says that she was so frustrated by that, but she couldn't stay silent.
I looked at my phone and I read that message and I immediately started crying.
Elise McCall is one of thousands of black college students who got this text message Wednesday, telling them to get ready to go to their nearest plantation to pick cotton.
This is truly disgusting, and whoever's sending it out is vile. No one should ever, think to send that message or receive that message. It just made me sick to my stomach.
With tears in her eyes, Elise called her mom.
I had a knot in my chest that, I just can't explain. Like, it's 2024. So just for her to receive a message like that, it was mind-blowing to me.
In a Facebook post shared more than 4,000 times, Arleta McCall expressed her outrage.
I'm not just going to sit back quietly and let anyone just sweep it up under the rug and say, well, let's just follow protocol and do this and do that. No, some changes need to be made. I need to know what is going to happen to make sure that not only my child, but any child that attends the University of Alabama is safe.
A statement from the University of Alabama says administration is aware of the messages and calls them disgusting. The messages have been reported, and they encourage students who are affected to reach out to the Office of Student Care and Well-Being. But Elise says that's not enough.
I think it's really just a means to an end to let our parents know who are calling and reporting and worried about their kids that they're doing something, which I do believe they're investigating it. I do. And it's probably going to be hard because it's a spoof number. But I feel like more could be done to say, hey, this isn't okay. No student should feel unsafe.
Now, we did reach out to local law enforcement who tells us that being racist is not illegal, but if a hate crime is committed or people start being harassed, then that changes things. But for right now, we don't know where these text messages started. Live in Tuscaloosa, Aaron Llewellyn, WVTM 13.